Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Decidedly Vanilla. How are you guys doing? Hi. Welcome along. I heard one of my machines down here trigger. Which one was it? Oh, that one has 20 sugarcane in it. That one has 24. That one has 21. This one has 14. Okay, so it's clearly not that one. But we've proved that these things work. They are doing splendidly well. Even when I've not been on the server, occasionally people have been over at my base and they have been cranking out. I've been doing a couple of trades. It's all been going very well. So today I was going to go over to Sea Haven and do a couple of things, but there have been a couple of developments over at Sea Haven which I'm going to explore in the next episode, I think. First, we want to take care of some business here, because in the last episode, I reached out to you guys and asked if anybody had a floor design that they thought would look good inside the temple. I wanted a little bit of feedback on that, and then this happened, and this happens to me by Mr. Kaine.33, who twisted my words like a deceiver that he is. He covered my floor with red tiles and spiders, which is why I'm now up on this block. I don't like spiders. They do look kind of like spider. The fuses on TNT looks like spider. Okay, it's TNT, all right? He's covered my floor with TNT because I asked for a dynamite floor design. Well played, Kaine.83, well played. And on April Fool's Day, no less. It was a superb concept for a video, and of course, I'm going to get rid of all of this because I'm afraid that I'm going to place a pressure plate down somewhere and the entire thing will go kaboom. He did do the the frankly very, very considerate and virtuous thing of actually lighting the place up so that creepers didn't spawn in here. Just something I completely forgot to do. He could also have put a couple of torches up there, maybe, because creepers will definitely spawn up there. There's no lighting up there whatsoever. But well done, Kaine. Well done, Kaine. This is the episode the episode where I congratulate Kaine for his wit. And then I go and find some stuff to actually replace this floor with, because you guys did have some fantastic ideas. So why did you put a TNT underneath this pillar? Makes no sense, except if you want to blow it up, ruin my entire build. So yeah, you guys had some great ideas, and the chief among them, I think, was several people suggested glazed terracotta. And well done you for thinking of that. For some reason, glazed terracotta was all the rage for a while, and since then it has kind of fallen out of fashion. It sort of passed me by in my consideration for what I should use for this place. And I even used glazed terracotta in my desert house builds to kind of like fill in some details in the floor. And this is a sandstone build, which suits it perfectly. So I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but well done you guys for thinking of it. Thank you so much. Great to have your input. I really appreciate it. Now we've got all of that cleared up, I'm going to take out these torches. I'm going to leave the floor as it is for now, because I think Kaine did us a favor and dug out the floor for us, which, to be honest, was a little bit of busy work that I like. I like the fact that he's done that for me. I mean, I am going to fill in this corner because that needed doing for a while, and there's just a single flower underneath that stair. Goodness knows how it's growing down there without any light. But there you go. We have a little bit of a job then. We need to get ourselves some terracotta in there and design ourselves a floor. You know how much clay I have? You know how much stained clay I have to my name? Got a whole lot of concrete in here, and this is the extent of my terracotta, pretty much. I have 4 pieces of orange terracotta. I have no yellow, no green, no blue, no blue, no blue. Oh, I do have blue. I have blue terracotta. Okay, that's worth keeping in mind. But the rest of these are sadly a little bit empty. The brown terracotta. What does brown glazed terracotta even look like? I can't recall the last time I saw it. Is it that one with the zigzag pattern? We'll find out. Anyway, I have 6 pieces of white wool masquerading as terracotta, the traitors. I have a little bit of... The grey one is the one I'm thinking about using. The light grey terracotta. Either that or the white would be superb. I think the white might even be the best because it's got kind of tints of blue and yellow in it that kind of makes sense for that whole build, because it's got the sandstone, it's got the light blue or the cyan concrete powder, which would be perfect. I don't have any grey and I don't have any black. So over here is my clay chest. I have this amount of clay and that amount of terracotta. So I'm going to have to find a mesa, is what I'm learning. I'm going to have to find a mesa. And luckily in mesas, you actually get white terracotta just spawning naturally. It generates with the world. So we should be able to go and acquire a decent amount of white terracotta. The thing is, I don't honestly know where a mesa is on this server. I can't say that I've ever been. I must have, because I have a lot of terracotta down there, but I can't remember where that is. So I'm going to take a quick trip to the server's nether hub and see if anybody has signposted a mesa that we can go and pillage for our temple floor. I keep calling this a temple. I don't know if it's a temple or not. I think it's a temple. I think everything in this jungle is going to be a temple. It's going to be a jungle full of temples, and we started off in a temple, we built a temple, and then we built a temple. That's exactly how this season has gone thus far. Even this shipwreck is probably a temple to something, possibly the idea of seafaring, navigation, and failures to do so. I imagine the zombie spawner is also a temple to zombies. That's how these things work. But anyway, we're going to go and get terracotta for the umpteenth temple I have built. See you guys over at the Mesa. Well, isn't this a delightful place? This is a mushroom island that borders on a mesa. I mean, it's not technically a mushroom island at all if it's not an island, but I have never seen world generation like this. In a funny sort of way. It's not exactly something super unique or like unexpected necessarily, but I just never thought to see these two biomes next to each other. Naturally generated terracotta next to mycelium. It's just a really strange combo. And I don't think anybody has been here before. I had to fly here. I had to look up the world seed on on Mine Atlas and fly here because we just didn't have anything signposted anywhere. And I could have asked in the Discord to see if anybody else had been out here, but there clearly isn't a nether portal that leads out here. As far as I know, the mushrooms. Look at them. Yeah, I think Paige has been out here a couple of times because Paige has some mushrooms out by her house in Sea Haven where she's selling them for several diamonds a piece. And that's a fair price as far as I'm concerned because evidently it's quite a trek to get over here. It took me a couple of rockets and a fair bit of fly time to get over here in the first place. But this place should hopefully have all of the terracotta we need. Well, look at it. Of course it has all of the terracotta we need, and there is a ton more of this that way. I'm pretty sure the entire place is Mesa as far as the eye can see once we get over that way. But I'm kind of interested to take a look in here and see what's up. We have not been on a bit of an adventure for a little while, and occasionally you get mine shafts generating in mesas, so it's kind of interested to see what's out here, see if we can pick ourselves up any golden apples or anything like that for our trouble, and if we can get any enchanted books or anything like that. It looks like this is just a regular sort of cave, though. Just seems like a standard surface cave. But mesas, yeah, they do have occasional mine shafts, occasional cool stuff in them, and I need to get myself some terracotta anyway. We don't have a beacon or anything out here, so it's going to be relatively slow going gathering this stuff. Let's aim for one of the upper levels of that, because then that's where we'll be getting all of the white terracotta for free without even having to dye it using bone meal or anything like that. And let's take a quick look around. I also feel like I kind of want to harvest some red sand, because red sand is one of those underrated blocks that you don't tend to see it use all that much because there's such a finite amount of it in these mesas. But with nobody really using this, I feel like it's okay. Like a lot of the time on servers, maybe back in the old days, this was more the case than now, but people always wanted to preserve mesas the way they look because they were so concerned about, like, you know, this is a really beautiful biome. We really like the way it generates the strata and stuff. It's all very cool looking. I want to preserve the way this looks. Only mine on the inside of a mesa. That's when I started on DV, on the first season of DV that I was a part of. They said, you know, we want people to mine specifically on the inside of mesas, but not to disturb the outside. And I haven't really heard much about that these days. I think mostly because people don't tend to touch stained clay all that much now that concrete is a thing. But it's kind of strange, and I don't see the need to do it now. I feel like there are enough mesas in the world, and you can fly to them so easily using elytra that it doesn't really matter all that much if we disturb them. I don't know. But yeah, there's such a small amount of red sand, relatively speaking, I mean, compared to, you know, sand, which has entire biomes generated of it for several layers down. This stuff is relatively rare. So I'm going to fill up half of my inventory with it, and of course I forgot to bring a shulker box with me, or anything useful like that. So I will try and gather a few stacks of red sand and then leave it at that and maybe come back another time if I want to grab some more stuff. But look, there's even more. Is that mesa over there as well? I can kind of see it out the corner of my eye if I turn this way. Yes, it is. So yeah, we have a couple of mesa plateaus around here as well. And we need to make sure we pick up all the red sand because it would be a travesty if this stuff was left to despawn. But yeah, we could potentially work with red sand. It looks a little bit like orange concrete powder now, but it'd be interesting to sit them side by side in the jungle and maybe make paths out of them or something. Maybe make some of the jungle biome a little bit more stained clay looking, because this was a great thing on Harmony. On the biome bundle pack we used on Minecraft Harmony, myself and Python GB, there was a jungle biome generated in that had a ton of hardened clay just on the surface. And it wasn't trying to be a substitute for a mesa. It was trying to just be a natural-looking, naturally generated landmass. And the color of stained clay, of regular terracotta, not even like the different colors here, but just the regular kind of terracotta-colored terracotta. Trying to think of what sort of color that is. That kind of like dull, peachy color looks really nice against jungle biome colors. It really makes the green pop out, and it kind of improves that color, because that color always looks a little bit dull when it's next to all of the lovely, lush, vibrant colors you get in a mesa, all of the reds and yellows and stuff like that. But yeah, this stuff on its own in a jungle biome actually really stands out. So I'm thinking maybe we grab a bit of that and maybe we use it to landscape some parts of the jungle, maybe have some bare earth poking through, some clay in the jungle, but like hardened clay, sun-hardened, baked in the natural jungle environment rather than in a furnace. I like that idea. So maybe we'll go with something like that. We'll take a little bit of this back with us, as well as the white stained clay that we'll find around here. And I still call it stained clay. I kind of go back and forth between stained clay and terracotta, because the word terracotta was introduced when glazed terracotta came around. I kind of just think of glazed terracotta as terracotta, and I still think of this as stained clay. It's going to be interesting to me to see how, if this sort of generation of Minecraft players eventually kind of becomes the minority and newer players take up the reins, and as far as YouTube content creation goes, it's going to be interesting to meet people who've only ever known it as terracotta as a material. Nobody calls this stuff stained clay anymore. Or maybe it's one of those things that will pass over from generation to generation, in the same way that some people call crafting tables workbenches, because that's kind of what they were known as a while ago, before they became crafting tables, before they got renamed later on. And some people call slabs half slabs and things like that, because of just the generation of Minecraft play that they grew up in a way, the stuff that sort of introduced them to the game at the time. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else significant that's changed, and I can't think of anything as far as like renaming and stuff goes. I guess the testificates, the name for villagers. I mean, villagers were always villagers, but they all had the word testificate above their name above their head for a while, like they were name tagged that automatically. And so a lot of people still know them as testificates. We write jokes in the Hermitcraft recap about villagers, and we use the word testificate just because it's a nice way of saying, it's a synonym for villager, so we don't repeat the word villager over and over again when we're not calling them, bald-headed idiots and things like that. So yeah, it's still a word that gets used, but not a word that really has any meaning to the current game of Minecraft. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you can think of anything else, because nothing else really occurs to me right now that's changed that way. But it'll be interesting to see if people recognize stuff like that, and it'll be interesting to see if people actually, if any more terminology in the game changes, if some stuff comes to be known as something else in a future update. And before my inventory space disappears for good, mineshaft. And of course, immediately a cave spider spawner. Well, this is going to be fun. And by fun, I mean poisonous. Get out of here. Did I bring a set of shears with me? I swear I had a set of shears on me before we left. I think I must have done something silly, like put them away in a shulker box, which I didn't bring with me. There's even a zombie trapped back here, suffering the same fate as I. Getting stuck in a cobweb. No, you don't, fella. No. In fact, whatever. Let's get rid of this thing. Breaking cave spider spawners doesn't count. All right. Doesn't count. Oh, hi. You're a skeleton. I'm likely to be a skeleton too if I stay in this place for too long. Looks like we've got plenty of exits though, which is good. Always a good feature of a mine shaft. I wonder what they're mining over there. Not much, it turns out. Not a great place to start mining. Forefathers. Who even made these mine shafts in the first place, honestly? But this is the perfect layer of mine shaft. This is light grey terracotta and white terracotta sandwiched together. The perfect combination. This is exactly what I want to take home with me. So I'll grab a few more blocks out of the walls here. Save myself the worry of grabbing all of the exposed white terracotta on the surface, because I can't be bothered picking up all of the other stuff. I don't want to pick up all of the yellow and red and brown and all the other colors that naturally generate around here. I just want the white, and I guess I'll bring some of the light gray with me as well. That'll be nice. We can use that here and there as well. But yeah, really wish I'd brought a beacon with me, or a shulker box, or just anything that could possibly have helped me here. This was a series of oversights, a poorly planned expedition, and something I will need to come back and do a whole lot more of. Now it occurs to me, as I stand here with a completely full inventory, that I don't exactly know the way back home. I've never really taken the coordinates of Sea Haven or my base and just kind of kept hold of those and memorized them in the way that we used to, because we've always had Nether Hub network. We've had a whole bunch of nether tunnels and stuff set up. I've never really strayed too far away, but every time I fly from my base and I try and fly to Sea Haven, I always overshoot, pretty much every time. So I'm going to have to try and eyeball this a little bit. I'm going to have to try and return the direction I came and hope that we make it back there. I'm pretty sure the coordinates for Sea Haven are something around like -3,000 and then -400 or something. I'm going to give this a try. This might take a little while longer to locate any actual signs of life, but at least I'll be able to find the crash site at some point, because the crash site stands out. The ship that's built there is pretty big. So yeah, I will try and I'll make an attempt to fly back to Sea Haven. Failing that, I will probably just ask someone, and then hopefully we'll be able to continue with the temple floor. And will you look at that? I nailed it. I was really not expecting that to work. Oh, superb. All right, well, I'm going to head back through the portal right now, and yeah, we will be back here in the next episode, folks. We got some business to take care of here, but it's going to have to wait, friends. Let's go through KB's portal here. Let's head back into the Nether Hub, and let's get back to my jungle. Now, I'm not one to blame. I don't want to cause drama, but what has Kaine.33 done with my llama? I cannot find him. The llama with the toque. The llama with the little cyan carpet on him. He has clearly wandered off while Kaine has been TNTing my floor of the Temple of the Sun over here, and I cannot find him anymore. And I had a name for him and everything. Somebody in the comments suggested a name. I wanted to name that llama Young Neil, because I thought it was a great name. Bit of a Scott Pilgrim reference. I liked it. I cannot find him anymore. That is not him. For those of you going, there's a llama in the trees, that is not him. That is an unnamed, unidentified llama. There's an unidentified llama object, a ULO. ULO. I do not know where my llama is. My tamed and carpeted llama has vanished. This is a travesty for which I entirely blame Kaine.83, and I want to know where he's gone. Not Kaine, the llama. I know where Kaine's gone. I don't know where the llama is. I'm going to have a brief search of the jungle while my terracotta smelts. I really need to make some sort of super smelter type of thing. You know, one of those fashionable things that all the cool kids have. There are so many skeleton horses in here now. Some of them may even be traps. I swear, like, thunderstorms happen around here often enough that I am very lucky that one didn't happen and then strike the TNT that was in this temple and blow the entire thing up. Kaine said he had made a backup of the server as well, so it's good that he did that. But he does seem to have caused my llama to go on an excursion. He's gone on a llama trip. And I need to know where, because I want him back. He's like the temple mascot. He's probably going to be ordained as like the high priest of this Temple of the Sun. So I want my llama back. I need to find him. There he is. There you are, buddy. Oh, I thought I'd lost you. Come here. Come to Papa. Come to Llama Papa. Can you not control a llama with anything but a lead? Have I been misled this entire time? Has this llama been only led by a lead? Interesting. Let's go get a lead, shall we? Ow. That was a poorly timed flight. There he is. Come here, buddy. You don't have an official name yet, so I'm not going to use your name until you're back safe and sound in the temple. Lovely. Okay, so you can lead a llama to water, it turns out, but I do not know how I'm going to get him down from here. If I glide down these vines, will you glide with me? Nope. You're just going to freak out and then fall and take no damage. Fantastic. That turned out better than could have been expected. I was not so lucky. I took a little bit of damage there. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Is he seriously not going to walk off of this block? I've made this place llama-proof by mistake. I didn't mean to. Well, that's good, actually, because he's not meant to be in here. He's meant to be in the other temple. This is not a way I can get out. Why is that made of clay? These aren't meant to be here. I guess I must never have removed them. How strange. Well, this temple is now complete. It wasn't before, it is now. All right, let's lead him around here. Oh, this is this is so strange. We're leading him around the outside of the temple while we're on the inside. This is like some kind of game show. Lead the llama, folks. Oh, did it break? Ah, I think it broke. Okay, he must be up there in the water somewhere. There he is. Look at that face. Look at that face. Clay blocks everywhere. Let's pick you up. Let's pick you up and take you around. You can get up here, right? Surely you can. You can bob. You can bob and weave. Up you get. Go on. Yes, perfect. All right, let's lead him back to the temple then. If he can get down here, then he can get back up again. There you go. I have nothing with which to tie you to a fence or anything. I have a lead but no fence. So we got half of a crime heist movie at some point. Now I probably have a fence in one of these. Yes, okay, acacia fence. There we go. I will hook you to this, and you will hopefully not leave this temple again. One hopes. One hopes. He's an important part of the decorations. Although we are going to have to find a way to get you off the floor while I decorate the floor. I know, it's not going to be easy. I wonder if... Can we, like... can we dangle you? Are you a dangler? Can we dangle you from over there? Oh. That's kind of working. Oh. Oh, we don't want you to take full damage, though. No. No, we don't want that. So, let's take out the floor from below you. Perfect. This is now the Temple of the Dancing Llama. Superb. All right, and I need to feed you something because otherwise you're going to die. I don't want you to take any unnecessary damage. So let's grab some wheat for him. I'm pretty sure they do eat wheat. I think we discovered that in the previous episode. Yes, let's grab that. And let's go and feed the llama. Make sure he's nice and healthy. Got to keep a healthy llama, folks. That's rule number 1. Oh boy. And I just right-clicked on him and he wasn't hungry. And now we are riding the llama. It's like one of those children's rides. One of those kids' rides at the supermarket that you just bounce up and down on, and that's entertainment for 50 pence. Wow. You saw nothing, it didn't happen. So this is the closest thing I have to a super smelter. This thing is literally just a hopper full of stuff going in there. There's fuel coming into the back of it. It's just a single furnace setup. And so far, white glazed terracotta, 17 blocks. This should... Ultimately, I put a couple of buckets of lava in. It will smelt 200 blocks or so. I kind of want to get some of the grey cooking as well. Do we have some grey? We do have some grey. We have some light grey right there. Let's get that cooking as well. I don't really plan to use light grey terracotta for anything, so let's just chuck a bucket of lava in here with that and let that all smelt up into the lovely, lovely light grey, because that's got elements of the cyan kind of colour in it anyway, I believe, if I'm remembering this right. Yes, I am. Okay, so this kind of cyan colour is absolutely perfect for stuff like this temple, but we do want elements of the yellow in there as well, so we'll see. Maybe a mixture of the two could work quite well. I will see what I can do. But I've also been trying a little bit up here with the stained clay. And this is what I mean. This is the kind of stuff I absolutely rave about when it comes to terrain stuff. It's like you don't see these two colors next to each other a whole bunch in terrain. And then I saw it in Biome Bundle and it completely opened my eyes. I think these two look really, really nice together. And this just looks like bare earth that's been baked. Some clay just naturally forming in the jungle soil that's been baked by the jungle sun and the humid atmosphere, and it's just become part of the landscape like this. I really like this. I think this is going to look really good. I'm going to use a little bit more around here, just kind of bake it in here and there. Just let it bake. Let it come out in layers like this, because that's kind of the same stuff I've been doing in the jungle lake over here, where we've got like a layer of soul sand coming out from the dirt, and then the layer below that is mushroom blocks, and then more soul sand, just building up layers and layers of strata like that. Just really adds something to an area. Same really goes for the andesite that we used, or the diorite rather. I keep calling it andesite, but it's diorite that we used over there in the jungle cliff. So this is going to look really great. I'm very excited about this. I plan to terraform a whole bunch using this, particularly around these topmost exposed areas where maybe like the soil has been washed down by the rain and exposed some of the mud underneath that's just baked after that. Yes. No, I like this a lot. I think we're going to be doing a whole bunch more of this. Probably need to carve away a little bit here just to kind of expose that a little bit. We'll have the grass going up to that, but yeah, it can be laid bare a little bit there. Awesome. Yes, I know. I like this a lot. Okay, and then once we've got the rest of the terracotta baked in there, we have a bit of glazed terracotta we can use now to compare. And of course, I have to remember which way round this goes. I did have a resource pack for this. I need to add that back in. Accurate terracotta. There we go. And now when we place this, it actually looks like it's the right way around in your hands. Shout out to D-Nator Games, everybody, for doing that. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, now when you hop like that, you can actually see which way round it's going to go. Oh, it's great. I really like this. It still amazes me that that's not something that they've changed in the actual texture pack itself, because yeah, like having that the right way around, it's I can place it right every time. Look, I can place this in a circle and I don't have to experiment with it 70 different times. It just makes so much sense. So yeah, what did anybody else just hear? A llama? Oh gosh. That's still tied up there. Oh goodness me, the ghost of young Neil is still going to haunt this place. I kind of like that though, with the lead wrapped around it. Is that going to stay there, or is that going to break as soon as I relog? Let me try that 1 second. No, it's still there. That is something I've wanted for a while. Having the rope texture around a fence permanently. I relogged and it didn't break. Is that a thing? Is that I imagine it's a bug. I think you're supposed to be able to get them back, but are we going to have to sacrifice a bunch of animals in here just to get that effect? I think we might. To be honest, I think we might. If we block update that, if I put a block next to it now, is that going to break it? It doesn't. This is a discovery. We're learning. We're learning things on today's episode of Decidedly Vanilla. I need to find myself more llamas. You will do. Come with me. Come to the Temple of the Sun. Be sacrificed in the name of young Neil. Join us. Become one with this fence. And hop. The llama bouncing temple. It has begun. The great work has begun. Now, how do we make it die? Does it have to die of natural causes? Can we give it the chop? Attack it with the sharpness. He's eyeballing me. Oh, there we go. He's taking a bit of damage. The sacrifice has begun. This is so sinister. I did not expect this episode to become so sinister. Maybe it's something about the temple atmosphere. I'm getting all zombie Cleo on you guys. I'm sorry. There it goes. Aha. And we get some leather. We get a lead back, but the lead texture remains on the fence. And that looks really good. I'm sorry, but it does. That looks really good. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to have to drag a few more llamas out here. I think that is we're going to have to start a llama breeding program. I assume llamas aren't the only ones that you can do this with, though. I presume you could do this with, your average other animal, your pig, your cow, the standard set of animals. Skeleton horses, but you can't breed them. I don't think you can lead them either, can you? They are tamed, though. So technically you must be able to lead them or ride them or something. Hi, friend. I can mount the horse. I cannot lead the horse. Okay. Well, that is a shame, because you would be the first to go. I'm fed up of these things being all over my jungle. But that's... that's pretty cool. I did not expect. We need to unload the chunks or something. I need to leave for longer and see if that's still a thing. Because if it is, incredible. Leads do break when you have animals tied to them and you unload the chunks. So let's go for a quick flight and then let's come back and let's see if the sacrifice was all in vain. Oh, it broke. Dang it. Oh, that's a shame. I wonder if you could do that at like a server spawn or something. I don't think you could. But man, the second llama. The acacia fences still look really good. I will admit, the acacia fences still look really good. I could not have called that. But I do think they look great. I really wish you could just leave leads tied to... Like, that's such a good texture. And it looks like they're all wrapped up like they're torches that haven't been lit or something. Oh, it makes perfect sense. And they take these things away from us, don't they? They always do. No worries. Anyway, let's get on with this. Let's do a bit more floor design in here, because I think the terracotta will actually have baked now. Okay, we got a stack of it. Very nice, very nice. And we got 50 or so of that. Good, good. Right, let's get a floor design going. And we're not going to use terracotta the entire time. We're probably going to sub that out for maybe some white concrete or concrete powder. That might not be a bad idea. Let's pick that up. And yeah, there might be some other colors we can work in there. I might even use cyan concrete for the floor. I know I said it was boring in the previous episodes, but that's more in terms of like the use as a wall material. I think if we do some stuff with it in the floor, it could look quite good. And we have cats spawning around here now. That's cool, because we did not have a great deal of cats spawning in this jungle because there wasn't enough open space. But now I've cleared the foliage out from here. We are getting a ton of cats spawning. This is good. This is good. Right, let's work in some of the concrete and the concrete powder first. Let's compare these. It's not bad. Somehow it still feels a little dull. Despite being a plain white color, it still has that kind of tint of gray to it in the full concrete form. I wonder if maybe we just stick to either that or quartz, but I don't really want to go and gather some more quartz right now. I think what I want to do is place the kind of sun symbols at the corners here, like this. And then normally the problem with the glazed terracotta would be that we had to use it in even-numbered spaces, and this being an odd-numbered build, a lot of the places it doesn't really work all that well. But then you can always space it around a central tile like this, and maybe if we made that into a white concrete powder, maybe something like this. I don't know. We'll work on this. This is still going to be a bit of a work in progress, I think. I also quite like having it border the room in this kind of alternating pattern like that. Like, I know a lot of people seem to think the best way to use glazed terracotta is to kind of have it be connecting at the spots where it looks like it should connect, but adding this sort of random element into it and rotating it at different angles does kind of give it a bit of a different feel, almost like it's a mosaic that's not necessarily meant to represent anything. And when you step back and take a look at it a little further away with a little bit less kind of detail, if you're just kind of like looking at this from a distance, you wouldn't really know that was meant to be a pattern at all. You wouldn't really know that it assembles perfectly well into 2x2 blocks. I think that's pretty good. I think maybe we use that. I'm still not convinced by the white concrete powder. I think we need to use something else there. This looks a little bit garbage. You know what? I did this on a whim. But somehow that is not bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing it slightly. I feel like I've been losing it for half of this episode, to be honest. But it's not bad. Not bad with the stained clay. I kind of wonder, actually. Oh, this could be an idea. Oh, the ideas are bubbling up now. I wonder if maybe we take out this entire next level here, so we can see this beautiful terracotta pattern on two sides of it. We fill this layer with glass, and we fill the layer below with terracotta, with standard issue terracotta, hardened clay, just the regular color. I think I like that idea. I think we'll give that a go. I'm fairly certain what we want is just a really plain, clear color of glass. So we probably want just like light gray or regular gray, so that the color of the glass doesn't tint the color of the terracotta at all. So we'll fill all of this in. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it. It does kind of mute the terracotta color a little bit, but it's good, and it also kind of ties the inside of this into the outside here. It's like they've cleared away the dirt and they've had all of this baked terracotta that's down here, and they just go, yeah, that works. Let's put some glass over it and call it good, which is kind of what I've done. Let's be real. But I didn't find this under here. I moved it all myself. And yeah, I think this looks really good. I think this looks better than any of the kind of the white concrete powder we could have looked. I think this is really good. We need to do more in the structure of this place. We need to get a roof on it and stuff. We need to finish some things off. But we have workshopped a pretty good floor in here today. I do like the fact that you can see both sides of, you can see like the sides of this terracotta here, and it does connect in some sections, like over there at the back and stuff. It was kind of unavoidable because of the way the randomness of the way it's been placed in the first place. But you know what? That's fine. You'll find the sun occasionally comes up in this temple. It's a theme. It's a bit of a thing. But yeah, that is not bad. And then you walk in here, and obviously this glass floor is going to be completely full. But yeah, I like it. All right, well, sacrificing llamas aside, I think we've done good work here. It's been a good episode. I think this is working. We'll probably add some more acacia in around the place here and there, but that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching Decidedly Vanilla. My name has been Pixlriffs. Leave a like on this episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you at Sea Haven next time. Bye for now.